Postman, city, hood, click. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on him. Lock the door on him. Hood postman. Hood postman. Reporting live. Reporting live. This the hood postman, come and check the program. You ain't from the streets, this is something you should know, man. Running from police, gotta grip the wheel with both hands. Speeding down the interstate, please do not approach him. 40s in the fridge, got the caddy in the driveway. Get all out of my face, I don't wanna violate. Looked up in the mirror and I told myself, why wait? We took this shit worldwide, you only in 5 states. Came from the four corners with my 4 quarters. Showed them the style, then they stole on us. Times got wild, then they told on us. Dog, it was hard, but we had to keep it rolling. You ain't gotta ask, you know where to find me. I be in the back streets where it get grimy. It's just me and Mel, Rennie looking bride D. I be going hard till I'm in the 5 C's. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never had to tell a lie. Let's ride. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never told them no lie. Let's ride. Hood postman. 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 Hood postman.
Shout out to the Mailroom Nation and the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Still slightly under the weather, but that's okay. I'm still going to push through this because I had to tap in on it because I think it was hot and it was sizzling hot. And what Katt Williams did was masterful. And let me tell you why. A shout out to everybody in the chat room and everybody that's joining us in this midday. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday. As for me, I'm sort of in between. My voice go up, it go down, it go out, all that. So I'm all over the place. Let me first say this, right? Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below for them the dope content hit. It'll feel like it's the 1st and 15th. Let me say that. You can go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get the truth, and the truth you shall receive. And you're going to get my perspective and how I felt about what Katt Williams did. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was just spot on. It was necessary. One of the things I want to point out is that, shout out to King Mike, nobody said that the brother lied. The other point I want to make that nobody's making, he didn't go to Vlad or he didn't go to no jumper like some of these other guys. They always run into Vlad or no jumper. He didn't do that. He went to the brother. He went to the brother. So we got to give that to him. Welcome to the mail room when you come in and take a look at your mind and examine what's in your heart, guys. I always approach this coaching with a prescription for life. That's the way I approach it. Shout out to Aldridge. What's going on, bro? Yeah, you like that part of Aldridge version. So Katt Williams, right? The comedic genius decided to grace the club Shay Shay with his presence. Bypassing the likes of Vlad and No Jumper, which I thought was brilliant. Which is unparalleled wit and charm. He blessed us with an elegant articulation of comedy, leaving us in stitches. I'm talking about. I was busting up after this because it was an interview, it was a conversation. They were sipping, and at the same time, he was shooting jokes in between, leaving us in stitches. You know what I mean? His branding was so on point, bro. You got to know that he actually, how he planned this and how he delivered this was brilliant. It just was brilliant. His point was so orchestrated and brilliant and dynamic. The dialogue that he had, everyone was laughing uncontrollable, bro. uncontrollable. Amidst the laughter, he said, nobody again, nobody knows why liars lie. He's, he put him on the spot, right? He told the truth. It was hilarious. To me, it was hilarious. I see some people saying this and that, like Faison Love, you ain't never been funny, bro. I don't particularly like Kevin Hart as being funny. But one thing you can say that Katt Williams pointed out that he doesn't have white folk money behind his comedy. He self promotes. He does everything himself. Katt Williams is a true master of his craft. You can't take that from him. He delivered a comedy set for the ages at Club Shay Shay, and I'm glad he took it to the brother. Club Shay Shay is probably 16, 17 million hits. I mean, he went viral, viral, viral. What a lot of people don't know, though, Katt Williams has an IQ measured at 163, genius. Katt can read fluently by the age of 3. So he's a very high functional, intelligent brother. He has been associated with MESA, which is since the age of 10, an organization involving genius level individuals. At the age of 12, he had a full scholarship to the National Science Academy in Dayton, Ohio. That makes him very smart, intelligent, genius even. Can't take that from him. This morning I wake up and I see his challenge. $5 million challenge to Kevin Hart. He said he bringing all cash. And the 5 things he said, we could do a full basketball court, we could do boxing ring, we could do 2 mics, rap, decipher, we could just stand up comedy, bag on each other. I can't wait to see when Corey Holcomb get a hold of this. 5150, that's another one. Katt Williams, Corey Holcomb, and I'm going to say, let's see, I think D. Davis. Those are my comedians. Of course, Eddie Murphy. I got to keep Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy is great. One of the best that ever done it. But the other ones, them stealing jokes. He got Steve Harvey. He broke Steve Harvey off in Detroit. He catch Cedric the Entertainer stealing jokes. He said earthquake. Eddie Griffin is good too. He said earthquake can't read and write. Remember I told you there are 2 types of people: those who read and write and those who fight and steal. In our culture, Chi-Town in the Midwest, Corey Holcomb is really tight, and Kevin Hart, but also know how to BS the industry. Yeah, he does. He really does, Mike. But I want to get you guys take on some of this stuff. What was the play put the comedy world back on the even more genius that think about it? They all sit down and talk. Yeah, Katt, go ahead. Tommy Davidson and Ari Spears, they nice too. Yeah, I like them. But I'm just telling you what I like, who I put at my top. My top 5 comedians: Eddie Murphy, Katt Williams, Corey Holcomb, D. Davis, Ari Spears. I put them right there. And I'm sure everybody else got their 5. Who are your 5 top comedians, Frederick? Who are your 5? Everybody get a top 5. Who are your top 5 comedians? Man, this cold been whooping me for the last few days. Comedians beef like rappers. I guess, man, when you stealing people's jokes, they gon' beef, bro. Right? They gonna beef. Just think about it, man. Kevin Hart, man, he literally took everybody on and just took him to task, went up there and bodied him to where they doing all the talking. He just sitting back looking at him. We just gonna sit here and look at you. He told the truth about Ricky Smiley, Tyler Perry, about wearing those dresses. He did. And then Ice Cube jumped on there and said some stuff. He didn't know. I ain't heard nobody contradict him yet. I mean, Michael Blackson, Michael Blackson don't even count. He don't even know what he's talking about. Richard Pryor called to be everybody's top. Yeah, Richard Pryor, definitely. I think you're right. Paris Jackson, I cannot take Richard Pryor out of the top 5. But I was talking about live comedians. I would have to put Richard Pryor, Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, then go to Eddie Murphy, and then my guy, Katt Williams. Let's see, Tommy Davis, Aries Spears, Dave Chappelle, Red Grant ran for what he ran for mayor in DC. He's good too. Patrice O'Neal, can't leave him out. Patrice O'Neal is actually who got it Kevin Samuels going. All this stuff that Kevin Samuels did with women was really what got him going, that he got the idea from Patrice O'Neal. I forgot about Mike Epps. He's good too. But y'all get what I'm saying. I don't particularly like, because the way Kevin branded himself and how he's managed to build his own career. Katt told Kevin, don't bring the white people with you. Come by yourself. That was brilliant. Yeah, we can't forget Red Fox either. In that case, we got to throw Mom Mabley in there. If you want to keep going back, we can keep going back. Mom Mabley, Red Fox, we can go back, brother. Yeah, thank you, brother. I will feel better. I actually don't feel bad. I just sound terrible. Yep. Yeah, Corey Holcomb get his game from him. Because Patrice O'Neal was like, he would say anything. He didn't care, bro. He didn't care if a woman didn't want to go out on a date or even none of that. He'll talk about all of them. Mark Carter. No. If a white comedian put George Carter fits in there, he was great. Bill Burr. He said he liked Bill Burr. He said he liked D.L. Hughley, Katt Williams, Richard Pryor, Mike Epps. Too casual. Right on? Too casual? Yeah, he said, yeah, I forgot about Mom Mabley. Mom Mabley was no joke. What about the lady that played on Red Fox? What's her name? Wanda? She had a bad mouth on her too. But they used to have a comedy store back way in the day. Back when I remember the Scope papers. They used to have the Scope papers way back in the day. You guys probably too young to remember. But then when they used to put Leroy and Skillet, Red Fox, Lady Godiva, and all these different people in this little newspaper. It was a black paper, and they just tell you all these people used to be performing, like at the Parisian Room and the Dudos and Jeffy's and all these different places where all these comedians will be at all the time, back in the days. Back in time, way back. What about Sinbad? Sinbad been sick, huh? Yolanda was a model back in the day. You better watch it, sucker. She's a good friend with Fred Fox with that. I think Katt is doing it for all their attention, and he is really trying to expose them. Wait a minute, let me see what he said. He's really trying to expose them. He's calling them the Illuminati and not them. Yeah, well, they might be the Illuminati. Do we know for real? I'm gonna tell you something, man. When people get a lot of money, a lot of money, they get into a club. They're just not with themselves. They're actually belonging to clubs. And they get in these certain clubs, they have certain rules and they have rituals. So part of what he's saying is not wrong. Part of what he's saying is not wrong at all. Yeah, man, please hit that like button, man. I appreciate that more. Some people just don't want to do that. I don't know what's so hard about hitting the like button, but you got people that won't hit that like button for nothing. I don't think the people, they go by their names, though. You said it. They're all part of a club. But you think he's calling them Illuminati to make them don't come after him? Could be. Could be a ploy. Could be. I don't exclude nothing. I don't eliminate nothing. Because here's the thing. You can't talk what you think. You gotta know what you know. Because thinking is just, thinking it usually involves feelings. And when you get into that sort of thinking, it don't really mean nothing. It has no facts, data, research, or you didn't have no statements of facts. So therefore it's not really good to speak from there on what you think. Not saying that you are, I'm just saying even you get a lot of people do podcasts, they tell you what they think, feel and what they think. They don't go do like no research. They don't go like do background and research and stuff like that. They just tell you strictly what they think and feel. Because that's how they've been raised. They've been raised on feelings and emotions. And you know, when something becomes emotionalized, it becomes reactionary. Did I ever talk about I think I explained that, man, because and that's part of what I'm saying. Since I'm talking about emotions, right? Here's the thing: if you're gonna be on a podcast and you're gonna be like if you're on radio or any of this stuff, broadcasting, journalism, you can't have an opinion. You can't be over opinion, or you can't let people see what your true feelings are about certain things, because then people are gonna see that you're biased, and they're gonna judge you for that. And I'm saying we're not perfect, but what I'm telling you is that the word blood, the word cuz, the overindulgence in either one leads to death and destruction. That's confirmed. We don't even have to differ with that, right? But if you're on a podcast and somebody's saying that word, like just somebody came on my show and they be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just listening to them the best I can and get the best out of them, because I know some people, they'll talk two words and then they'll say cuz. They'll talk two words, then they'll say blood. They'll talk two words or they'll say something else. Other words is filler words. They really don't have a whole lot of conversation. Or anytime you use filler words or you use a lot of vulgarity and cuss words, and it's really just filler words, and you lost for a better word for the purpose that you're trying to articulate. So you don't know how to frame it. So you use filler words. And I just call those filler words. And that's not how I speak, and that's not what I do. But I think that if you're going to be on a podcast, you have to have thick skin. And if you're going to talk about certain subjects, you're going to bring up certain, like if you're dealing with gang issues and you're dealing limited vocabulary, definitely information poor, limited vocabulary, information poor. Don't clearly understand. Don't have a real purpose. You got to have a meaning and a purpose. You got to have a mission statement. You got to stand on your principles. Now the streets died once everybody got on the internet. I've said this countless of times. But some people try to bring the streets to the internet or the internet to the streets. You can't come, it's convoluted. You can't do that because it's going to get jacked up. It's going to get very messy at that point. So yeah, so you got to have thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, I suggest do something else because a lot of people was raised by a lot of women. Not saying that women can't raise men or boys to be men. I'm not saying that. But sometimes they weren't able to decipher. They wouldn't understand that when they did get around the men, folks, they was behaving like women, and women attributes was coming out of them. So when they got mad or disappointed, or somebody said something that they disliked, then that woman's spirit or whatever was that reared them through childhood comes out. And you know that it ain't the fact that they don't know how to think. And it ain't even the fact they don't understand. The problem is they don't know what thinking is, because when you make thinking and emotions, it becomes reactionary. When something becomes reactionary, it's all bad. Because you lost the ability to rationalize, to understand, to take a moment, to take in what's really being said, to make sure that you are clear on what's coming to you. I didn't hear it. Yeah, we put Eddie Griffin up there. Eddie Griffin is a monster. Well, hopefully that answers your question. It's Saturday, bro. I'm feeling, I got this cold, but I had to get on and address this. You know, I felt like it was needed. I felt I had a place to say something. Anytime I could put something together and just, you know, get my mind into it and go research it and look at it and just put and articulate some words that make sense, I'm with that. I guess what's upsets me about calling them Illuminati is that there was a group a long ago who went by that name. So everyone thinks he's talking about those people and knows why it sounds crazy. Maybe so, bro. I don't know. I think it's just opinion. I think it's just opinion, and you're entitled to that. You know, I just don't share in it. I think that if you really want to know what I think, right? I think that Katt Williams saw an opportunity, right? He probably been mapping this out for quite some time. And he had Steve Harvey who done this. He had Ricky Smiley who's done it. He's had Cedric Entertainment who's done that. And he had other comedians that's done various things that he disapproved of and didn't like. Being that he self-promotes, that he's self-built, he's he's went to these institutions of higher learning. He's very highly functional. He has an IQ of 163. This is just nothing. He just, that thought of, he actually put this together that way. And he specifically went past black and he went past No Jumper to go to a black man's podcast, Club Shay Shay. We got to appreciate that, because look how many people, if you think about TVD and some of these other people that went on Vlad and make themselves look super silly, because they're going to ask, No Jumper is going to ask questionable questions that evolves a circle around homosexuality. Just pay attention to him. Anytime a man that's willing to put his wife out there in the world for everybody to see another black man just power drive her, there's something wrong with that guy. That's not normal, bro. Then you got Vlad, who asks specific police type questions that have triggers and they're attached to something underneath it that's going to get these people. Because I see when No Jumper was interviewing, what's the guy name? Fo something. He got the tattoos all his face. Just recently got into it with Wack and a couple other people. He asked him about some type of crime stuff, and he just sit there and just looked at him like, and then he had to kind of play it on that, because now No Jumper, you look silly. 8 off 22. You look silly. Why would you ask that man that? That you know that what you was asking him was attached to an unsolved crime. And you actually, you got 5 million followers or 4, whatever it is you got. And you asking him that type of question because he don't care about you. He don't care about this. He care about this. He had people to come on the show. He had the gay guy that's claimed he was a Hoover. Everybody knows he's not a Hoover. But yet he came on there and let him portray that. You think the Hoopers like that? The Hoopers didn't like that. The Hoopers ain't right. Man, the Hoopers did not like that. They're not doing that, bro. Then he had the other guy come on there. He's a he, girl, whatever. Mental confusion. That's what I look at. Is just mental confusion. It's time you got a grown man that's somewhere to decide to change horses and become a female. I ain't got nothing against it, but that's those individuals. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Do that over there. When the man sat on his lap and got up, the man smelled his knee. The man went on the show and he kept trying to bait Crip Mac into some type of homosexual indulgence. Okay, yeah, I follow you. I follow you, bro. I follow you, bro. And you're right. You know, Professor Griff, very highly intelligent. Chaos One, Immortal Technique. I like all them brothers. Them brothers spit, AB. You know, they don't come on here rambling, or they don't have this mental confusion thing going on, or they're not information poor, or they're not limited in vocabulary. They're not using words that on the dead homies and every time Big Baby talk, that's he say that after every 2 words. How is that entertainment? How is that informing the culture? I can tell you, I approach this culture with a prescription for life. Cat Williams said, he say Satan can't create anything, including blessings, for the people that follow him. That's what Cat Williams said. That was his quote. You got people on here selling people out. And even the people that's buying it don't even trust them. They just don't realize that. So we got to do better, man. The only thing we do together is election slide, man. We can't get together on nothing else. Oh, we get together on hating on each other. I forgot that's another one thing we get together on. Hating. But just because you see everybody doing something don't make it correct. You got people that wake up every morning, first thing they do, they get on the internet and start, this man did this man did that. What is the purpose of all that? How is that making us better as a people? So I applaud Cat Williams. It's like it's okay to be dumbed down, bro. I don't talk in simple terms or simple ways. I don't get into the chicanery, I'm looking to make money by either political or some type of shifty way. I'm not doing that. I'm giving you guys the real, because I read a lot of books. Take in a lot of information. Go check the information. Some of the stuff that people hear me say, they probably don't like it because they're so used to hearing a downward version of conversation. So that's what they're accustomed to. That's what they're used to. So that's what they do, because I stand on business. What business you standing on? It sounds nice to say that, but let's be honest. On the dead homies, on 5-5 crib, all that stuff, man. All that stuff, on blood, on all that. What does all that mean? You got a gang of people out there right now, right this moment, right? Walking around in plain sight. When they was in prison, they was humping boys. I'm talking about some of the people y'all believe in that's like down, like this. Y'all believe they somebody in that culture. But if you go look at their background and you saw that they was in there shooting dope and doing all this other stuff, you be like, wow. Now you got to rethink that. And then you guys ask me, why don't you interview this dude? Why don't you interview? You can't interview them because they know they got that stuff in their background. They ain't coming on no internet. Period. They're not. And then you hear Rolo say his truth. Talk about this guy, I don't know him. I don't dislike him. I hope the best for him. I hope he find his way back to being a man in the true spirit of what a man is. I know people get lost in the catacombs of prison, but listen, a prison is not my home, nor is it my habitat. I was created to be in the open environment. Even if the Lord made my prison a solid gold, I would never accept the existence of being in a cage. When I was in prison, I went to the law library every day. Guys would say, man, let's go to the Iron Pile. I can get a gym membership when I get out of jail, bro. I need to read these federal seconds and federal thirds because they got keys on them. It's symbolic. When you look at one of them federal seconds, federal thirds, I'll just use this glass case to show it, but they got a key on it. It's with all these laws, it's with all the motions, the writs, that's been written to the appellate courts, the Supreme Court legislation. Nexus Lexus, you go all this, when you shepherdize all these cases, and you try to find a case that would give you the right remedy and result in your freedom. That's what you got to fight for right there. This is not natural, bro. The police, the CDC, Department of Correction, the probation, the parole, FBI, the ATF, marshals, all these people have been weaponized from day one against black people. I'm getting off a little subject because sometimes when I read certain questions, I got to add to what's being said. But I don't want to go too far with that, guys. Let me get back to Katt Williams. But you guys get with the gist of what I'm saying. The level of ignorance and the information poor individuals that come on and try to just say one or two words, and because it sounds fly to some of you guys, or it sound incredibly courageous, I guess, or it sounds like they very tough Tonys. Let me tell you something, man. You got to be lucky every day. When I was in them streets selling drugs, I had to be lucky every day. And then one day I wasn't lucky. And I got locked up. See how that worked? That means the numbers and the odds was always against me. I just didn't understand that they was against me at the time. Now I do understand. I'm not doing that ever again. Period. For nobody. It's all related. The system is tricked, webbed, and everything is connected. You're right. Go read the book, man. Oh, man, what is it called? Bad. I just got out of that book, man. Soul on Ice was Elvis Cleveland. Bad was James Clark. From the Wolfpack to the BGF, man. But I couldn't believe that all the homosexuality that these guys are putting in this stuff. I gotta call my grandson back. I gotta call my grandson back. But anyway, I couldn't believe it. I was blown back. These guys, I'm like, man, I grew up like looking up to these Black Panther guys. Then it come to find out they were subjected to the same thing in prison, being booty bandits. People get mad because I'm saying that. Because here's the thing, the Black church taught you to keep your mouth shut and keep everything inside the church and don't say nothing. That's that Negroism. In other words, you need to grow. But anyway, man, I appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys are having a better Saturday than I am. You know, see, I get too passionate and get worked up about this stuff, and then when I see, you know, how people are treat the channel, they don't really, you know, they'll run from it because the information is so convicting, and the information is so piercing, and the information is so spearing, you know, that they rather not hear it. They rather keep traveling in the circles that they traveling in and avoid this, you know, avoidance. They got this avoidance about themselves. But know this, I am life. I am light. I am truth. I am beauty. I'm the sweet truth. I am my joyful thoughts. I see only the enlightened. My will and your will are the same. And we'll get to that promised land at some point. With that being said, I am Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. And at some point, man, all this stuff will begin to make sense to each and every last one of you. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. I still got to give that 2024. I got a 2024 speech I got to give you guys. I will do it when my voice is better. I didn't want to do it because my voice is all jacked up. But anyway, I will do it soon, and hope you guys enjoy your day. Thanks for rocking out with me today. You guys are all rock stars. Be good, be safe, most of all, be well. Lock the door.
Perfect grind all the time, baby.
Yeah, Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money, got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a pro fish the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen. Word on the block is that my shit go. Bricks for the low.
Once again, lock the door because we are gone.